Guys, I get asked a lot of questions over and over again, so rather than to keep repeating myself and answering the same question, I'm just going to make a quick Q&A video. Alright, so the first one, who won the 100,000 subscriber giveaway? And the winner to that, which was a Max 8 ESC, was Brody Hudson from USA. Another question that I get asked a lot of the time is how do I mount my phone onto my transmitter? So pretty much it's just a selfie stick end, so you can search for that on eBay, just put on a selfie stick end and it's just hot glued on there. Not the neatest of jobs, but it works perfectly. Just make sure if you're doing this, guys, you make sure you point it in the right direction. You might have to adjust it. I'm still tweaking this thing. As you can see, the angle's pointing up because a lot of my shots I keep missing the top, so I've had to angle it up more. Also, I keep missing shots that come to the right, so I've turned the thing more that way as well. How's the vegan thing going? Well, I gave it a go, guys, and to be honest, I went shopping and I couldn't find any food. Pretty much I was looking at the back of everything and everything's got either a little bit of egg or a little bit of milk in there, and I came out of the shop with barely any food and I ended up being hungry for like a few days, and I thought, you know what, it's going to be too difficult. So I'm still going to cut down as much as I can on dairy and eggs and that sort of thing. But if it is in there, then it's in there. You know, if I make a cup of tea and someone puts milk in there, then I'm still going to drink it. You know, if I'm somewhere and all I can have is cornflakes with milk, I'll still eat it. So I'm going to try and cut down as much as what I can, but I'm not going to do it strictly. But with that said, I'm always going to keep to be a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian most of my life and it's going to stay that way. And a lot of reasons that I'm not going to go into. The main reason is I just can't stand the smell of it. It makes me feel physically disgusting. I went to a meat factory once, I had to work in there and fit stuff out. And anyway, next question. Another question I see quite often is why do I have 2 eBay courses? Well, I've got one full eBay course and I've also got a free eBay course. And a lot of you guys are thinking, well, why should I go for the full one if I can have the free one? Well, the free one is for those of you that have never sold on eBay before, never sold anything, haven't got a clue how the whole thing works, you haven't even, maybe you haven't even got an eBay account. And the idea of the free course is just to get you guys up and running, get you guys building a little bit of feedback and just get familiar with the platform. And then the full course is for those of you guys that actually want to step it up to the next level and actually make some proper money out of this with the possibility of, you know, maybe you want to make this your full-time job, maybe you want to quit your 9 till 5, maybe you just want a bit of extra money just so you can supplement your 9 till 5 and have a few extra toys. So, you know, if that's you, then the full course is going to be more beneficial to you. Probably the most asked question is what is my favourite RC car? And I've got quite a few of them, and it's difficult to say a best one. You know, some people say what's better, the UDR or the e-Revo. And the thing is that they're different. They're completely different beasts. This thing's going to be more for scale driving, going over rough terrain, but for bashing, then this thing's going to be better. But if I had to pick one RC car and one RC car only, it's going to have to be the X-Max. And I've got 2 of them. This one here is more of a shelf queen, and I've set this one up to do water crossings. So we're going to have some water crossings coming up with that soon. It's got the paddle tyres on there. I've got the standard motor because it's got a little bit more torque. This one here is my Basher X-Max. This is the one that broke in half. And as you can see, it's all back to former health again. And this X-Max has got to be my favourite all-time RC car. I mean, it's just durable. I like the size of it. I like how easy it is to work on it. I mean, you can air the thing out and it takes the abuse. All round, it's got to be the best RC car in the world, I would say. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Traxxas fanboy. You know, I do like other brands as well. I'm waiting for Armour to sort themselves out, and I will buy myself an Armour. And maybe I'll change my mind, who knows? When I get an Armour Kraton and I bash the living hell out of it, and it keeps standing up and standing up, maybe I'll love it more, I don't know. But at the moment, definitely the X-Max. I like the size of it, I like the durability of it, I like the way it performs, I like the way it handles. And this thing here, the e-Revo 2.0, honestly, so far, I would say I'm quite disappointed. I mean, the worst weak spot are these links here on the back. They keep snapping off and bending, and that's probably the worst weak spot. Also, I broke a shock end off, and looking on forums, that's quite a common problem for that to happen. Other people have had that problem. The servos on this thing, they just keep burning out. I mean, nah, servo-wise, no good. These ball links, they tend to pull out at the bottom. So, I don't know, guys. With a few upgrades, it might be a really, really good basher. I mean, stunt-wise, it's brilliant at doing stunts. All your backflips, forward flips, all your crazy stunts. This thing's brilliant. I can't fault it. But durability-wise, I don't know. As time goes on, I'll be able to give you a better review. But in stock form, It definitely needs some work doing to it to make it a decent basher. Also, I see a lot of people asking, what are the chances of success if they were to start an eBay business? And it kind of depends on you. I mean, it's probably the easiest business to get started with. It's probably got the best results. I've been doing business for 10 years. I've been trying now. And by far, eBay has given me the most success, and it's the most easiest way to get started on out of any business that I've ever tried. So, you know, what are the chances of you to succeed? I would say quite high. I mean, if you go onto my eBay course and you go through the course and you do what's laid out in front of you, the chances of success, I would say, is really high. I mean, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to go through the step-by-step guide, if you're willing to do what I lay out in the course, and you're willing to learn, you're willing to try things, then the chances of you to succeed is like more than likely you're going to. I mean, you're only really going to fail if you don't do what I tell you. You're not willing to learn, you're not willing to try things, and you know, if you're kind of stuck in your own ways. Because I've had one guy, you know, there's pretty much 11 items, 11 things that I've found that you have to get right in order to get your eBay items to sell. If you get one of them things wrong, then you're not going to make many sales. So there's 11 of these things that I've come across. And so you've got like feedback, you've got pictures, you've got description, you've got the title, and there's many other things, and you've got to get them all right in order to optimize your listing and get the amount of sales that you want. To get one of them wrong, and you're not really going to make many sales. And I'll get people, they send me their listings, I say, Kev, I'm not making any sales, and I look through, and this one dude, yes, awesome pictures, brilliant pictures, but he hasn't optimized anything else. He's neglected everything. Bad title, bad description, bad everything, and pretty much the only thing that he'd done right was the picture. And yes, the picture is one of the main things you have to get right, but you have to get everything else right too. So you have to kind of sort of listen to people that have done this business before. And I'm not saying you've got to listen to me, you can listen to somebody else, you can listen to anybody, or you can, of course you can figure it out for yourself, but figuring stuff out for yourself is going to take you a lot longer. I mean, I figured it out for myself. It took me a few years, and it took me quite a few thousand to sort of figure this thing out. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way. If I had someone that could have guided me through and sort of avoid making all the costly mistakes that I made, I would have got there a lot quicker. So pretty much, guys, the chances of success, if you're serious about this business, if you're going to take action, you're going to listen to somebody that knows how to do it, and you're going to take on board the information that they give you, then the chances of your success is really, really high. If, on the other hand, you're kind of stuck in your own ways, you're not willing to learn new things, you think you know better, and you're not going to try things that somebody tells you how to do, then you're really going to struggle. And also procrastination. I get a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, probably, I don't know percentage-wise, but there are a small percentage of people, they buy the course, and they never even look into it, they don't even open it. And they're probably procrastinating, they're probably thinking, yes, I will do it, and they're putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. If you're that sort of person, then absolutely you're not going to succeed. You have to actually pick this thing up and say, yes, I'm going to give it a go. If you've got a can-do attitude, you're willing to learn, you're willing to do it, you're willing to do a little bit of trial and error and try different things, absolutely. You follow the guide in my course, the chances of you failing is very, very slim. And also, you don't even need to invest much money. Now, say, for example, you can buy 10 items at £1 each, or like $1 each. You can buy 10 of those items, and if only one of those items do well, then the amount, you know, you're buying this item for like $1, and you're planning to sell this for $5 to $10. So you've only really got to sell 2 items, and then that's going to pay for all the other items that you've bought that haven't sold. So the risk is really, really, really low. There really isn't much risk in this, especially if you focus on the more cheaper products with the higher markup. And all that information's in the course, by the way. So let's get back to some more RC questions. Why do I sound like Colin Furze? I see a lot of people ask a lot of the time. Well, I don't know. To me, we sound completely different, but somebody from a different country, maybe we do sound the same. But we're both British, so we're going to have a similar accent. So that is probably why. I see a lot of people say, what is the best advice I can give to somebody to start their own YouTube channel? I would say the biggest, most important thing that you can do is to take out any boring content in your videos. I see some people, they're making videos and they're literally just filming everything. They're driving up and down the field with their RC car, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's just the same content throughout the whole video. So you want to change things up. You don't want to keep it on the same scene for more than a few seconds. If there's something where it just keeps going up and down the field, by all means do a couple of speed runs, let people see how fast the thing can go, but then that's it. There's no need to keep doing it multiple times. The same thing as if you're hitting a jump. hit the jump. If you know, you can do a backflip, do a front flip, do a side thing, whatever. But don't keep doing the same jump over and over and over again. Mix things up. Keep things quick, keep it flowing. Anything boring in your video, cut it out. After you've made your video, watch the video through. If there's anything in there that you get bored on, take it out, modify it, change it. The whole idea is to get audience to stay retained on your video. The longer you can retain your audience on your video, the higher Google's going to rank you on the YouTube and the more views you're going to get. So that, I would say, is the best advice that I can give. I see a lot of people, they keep saying, Kev, can you send me an RC car? Can I have an X-Max? Can you send me a speed controller? The answer to that question is no. And I don't want to be mean, but it's this new, and I don't want to turn this into a rant neither, guys. This could quite easily go into a rant. Because this new sort of millennial type of people, they're entitled. They think that the world owes them a favour. They think they can just have anything they want and not give it any work. So if you're one of those sort of people, yes, you can have whatever you want in life, but you're going to have to work for it. Don't go around begging. Don't keep asking the same questions. Can you send me an X-Max? Can you send me an ESC? No, I'm not going to send you an ESC. No, I'm not going to send you an X-Max. If you go out and get a job, or you set up a business, or you find some other way of saving up the money, absolutely you can have one. But don't rely on other people. Don't go begging. Don't be entitled. Remember, this world owes you nothing. You deserve what you have. If you've got nothing, then you deserve nothing. And, you know, there's always exceptions. You know, there might be somebody that's terminally ill and he cannot work. And that is an exception. But if you're perfectly healthy, if there's nothing wrong with you, and you're just a lazy piece of crap just sitting there doing nothing, and all you want is everybody to give you stuff for free, then absolutely you deserve nothing and you deserve to be broke. So if you want stuff, get out there, work for it, figure out a way of how you can help society. If you can help society, then they will pay you for it, and then you can buy anything that it is that you want, you can buy. So how's the mining rig getting on? Well, I've actually turned it off now. I mean, the thing is, it's kicking out a lot of heat. It's summer here now. It's been heating up my whole workshop in here, and it was just getting silly. And at the moment, the money that the coins are making, it isn't much. They're not making much at the moment, so it's not really worth keeping it on. In the winter, I will put the thing back next door, and it's going to be doing all my heating, and then it's going to be making a little bit of money as well. And you never know, the coins are probably going to go up in value again, and it's going to become more profitable. But at the moment, it's roughly, if I had this thing on, it would be roughly making me around about £70. We're looking at around about $100 a month in profit. And the thing is, this rig's worth about £4,000, and it's probably doing more damage and wear and tear than what it's making. So it's really not worth having this thing on and just heating up all this area. When's the monster truck going to be finished? Guys, I was planning to getting it done this year, and these things cost a lot of money to build. I mean, we're looking at roughly around about $250,000 to get this thing built. I mean, just this thing here alone cost $30,000. These things are not cheap to build. And I've got a lot of other projects going on this year. You know, I'm setting up new businesses, I'm trying other things, and yeah, it's gone a little bit on the back burner, if I'm honest, guys. It will get finished this year, maybe not now, but I really want to get this thing done as soon as possible. I've also seen a few comments with people saying, why is your monster truck chassis on eBay? Well, it's not really on eBay. It's kind of like a sample piece. So if anybody wants to buy one, they can come to me, have a look at mine, and then I can order them one and have it built to their spec. But no, my chassis is not for sale. My chassis is for me. But if you want one, I don't know. So that's it for this video, guys. I've got plenty of more stuff coming up. So I've bought myself another one of these. That is under there, look. But that one is the version B, so it's got a faster motor, supposed to be a lot quicker. Also, I've got the monster truck version. Also, I've still got this drift car I've got to work on, and I really want to start doing that soon. So loads and loads of content coming up, guys. Loads more bashing videos, more crawling videos, more upgrade videos. As soon as Armour come back out with their RC cars, I'll be getting an Armour. So loads and loads of content coming up. All right, guys, any more questions, give me a note in the comments down below. See you soon. Bye.